Business and Leisure, your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life. Hosted by Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa.
A pleasant evening to everyone. This is Ray Butch Gamboa for Business and Leisure, your weekly business and lifestyle electronic magazine. And as always, we shall have for you the week's significant business developments and interesting leisure features. And for tonight's lifestyle section, we'll have our very charming sunshine girl, Zara Hernandez, to guide us through the leisure portion of our presentation. Hi there, Zara.
Hello there, Butch. It is my pleasure to be your co-host for the week.
So what do we have for our leisure seekers and enthusiasts on our lifestyle section this time?
Yes, I will, Butch. Well, guys, I'm back again here on your longest running business and lifestyle TV magazine show. This is Business and Leisure. And it is always my job to make sure that I give you the lighter side of our show. And that is, of course, the lifestyle portion. Now, for this week, we have another exciting lineup for all of you, and we started off with Lifestyle Chronicles, with, of course, the recent events in and out of the metro. Our Quest segment comes right after that with our featured tennis legend, and our recommended leisure destinations come right after that. And finally, our segment dedicated to all our gun enthusiasts is up on Sport Shoot. So are you guys all curious to find out more of that? Well, it's time first to look into the more serious things on the business scene with our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Back to you, Butch.
Wow, it seems like our lifestyle viewers have quite a viewing treat once again. I'll see you back in a short while, Zara.
And I'll be waiting for my cue, Butch.
Sunshine girl Zara Hernandez with what's in store in this week's Leisure Report. We now pause for a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk business on BizWatch. I'll be right back.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Creating an engine is like creating a great perfume. You need to select the best ingredients and combine them in a unique way. So it gives you a feeling you'll remember for the rest of your life. Peugeot 308 with Blue HDI and turbo petrol engines.
Elevate your expectation. The all-new Mitsubishi Montero Sport, engineered excitement.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Welcome back to Business and Leisure as we usher in our business section. This is BizWatch. For our lead issue this week, the Department of Finance rationalizes the tax impact of its proposed measure seeking higher taxes on sugar-sweetened drinks. When the proposed measure is finally passed, retail prices of sweetened drinks are likely to rise between 2% to 140%. Here's our BizWatch correspondent Heidi Santos with the story.
Sweetened drinks, which the Department of Finance is labeling as unhealthy drinks, are likely to cost more than double its present price once the new tax measure on sweetened drinks is passed. Finance Undersecretary Carl Kendrick Chua explained that the sugar tax component of the tax reform bill was not designed just to increase the government's revenues. Rather, the government is determined to discourage the public from consuming sugar-sweetened drinks.
Undersecretary Chua also said that the DOF does not intend to put any distinction between products in liquid or powdered form because the proposed bill is a health measure. Retail prices of soft drinks could rise by at least 3 pesos and 70 centavos to 16 pesos and 80 centavos. Sports and energy drinks like Cobra could increase by as much as 3 pesos and 90 centavos. The 1.5-liter Coca-Cola Light or Pepsi Max could go up by as high as 16.80. More of the story with our BizWatch correspondent.
It looks like the sugar-free colas are not exempted from the sugar tax. Retail prices of sweetened tea and coffee like C2 Apple Green Tea will increase by 5.90 pesos. Sachet prices of powdered drinks like Nestea, Tang Orange Juice, and 8 O'Clock, which are popular as baon for school children, will increase by 11.12 pesos. Prices of popular drinks like Mogu Mogu will increase by 3.60 pesos, Zesto Big will go up by 2.80 pesos, and Del Monte Fit and Right will rise by 11.12 pesos. The new tax measure, hailed as a health measure, will generate about 47 billion pesos in fresh revenues for the government once it is implemented.
Meanwhile, the Beverage Industry Association of the Philippines posted their opposition to the proposed bill as expected. The association said that this bill will hinder economic growth and increase production costs of several goods. The association also took exception to the government's target result, saying that this will not curb obesity but will simply raise consumer prices. On another front, the Russian government is offering to provide the Philippines with cheaper medicines and other pharmaceutical products and healthcare solutions. Our business reporter Andre Ko has the details.
Under business deals between Russia and the Philippines, we could have access to cheaper medicines. This is what Trade Secretary announced after Philippine and Russian companies signed $875 million worth of business-to-business projects on May 26. Among the industries included in these business deals are iron and steel, transport, agribusiness, multi-purpose vehicles, power, energy, property development, and construction.
Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez cited Russia's advanced marine and naval engineering. The Russian government has offered to provide training and apprenticeship to Filipinos. They have likewise offered education scholarships in life science and research institutions, which St. Petersburg is known for. The rest of the details with our business reporter.
Apart from various industrial cooperation agreements, both countries have agreed to pursue economic, scientific, and technical cooperation among private and government institutions. These government institutions include the Department of Trade and Industry, the Philippine International Trading Corporation, and the Board of Investments. The private sector will include industry associations like the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ross Congress Foundation, and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Russian Federation.
About 300 Filipino businessmen joined the delegation of President Duterte to Russia. Secretary Lopez and Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Cayetano stayed behind in Russia to forge business agreements and schedule a series of business forums between our two countries. At this point, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we will have more interesting business issues for you. I'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, it's love. When you try to look cool but you look like a fool, it's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
Happiness. Happiness times 7. The all-new Honda Mobilio. Ease of use, flexible interior for your various needs, convenient features, advanced technology, powerful engine, fuel efficient for a smooth journey, and sleek design for you. The all-new Honda Mobilio.
Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
Welcome back, and you're still on Business and Leisure, and we continue with more business news developments. The Philippine salt producers may have found a new ally in the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST. This agency, under Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, is very keen on exploring the development of the Philippine salt industry and creating a sustained growth for it. Our BizWatch correspondent Heidi Santos files this report.
The Philippines used to have a much bigger salt industry in the past. At least 4 provinces, Cavite, Bulacan, Pangasinan, and Occidental Mindoro, supplied about 85% of the Philippines' salt requirement in the 90s. However, due to the effects of climate change, many salt producers have opted to close their business because their salt farms have been greatly affected. Many of these salt producers have since ventured into other more profitable businesses, and the country has had to import salt in order to fill the local demands.
The local government of Occidental Mindoro has asked for government's help to boost their sagging salt industry. In particular, the LGU wants more extensive research and product development in order to become competitive. The DOST Mimaropa is now introducing a new technology that will allow the salt producers to produce salt even under changing weather conditions. Our BizWatch correspondent is back with a report.
According to DOST, the technology that they are offering to the LGU lowers production cost and achieves salt crystallization even during the rainy season. Salt production under this new technology will provide 95 to 99% purity as compared to the previous 82 to 92%. With the new technology, the Philippines could be at par with other salt-producing countries because of the value added to the basic salt product. DOST has committed to support the Philippine salt industry rehabilitation. The agency will provide technological assistance and research and development activities.
Many will recall that a young Filipino scientist wowed the world when she produced the sustainable alternative lighting lamp using salt water or a salt water solution. This lamp is supposed to last for 8 hours and has a lifespan of 11 years with proper handling and maintenance. This is just another value added to the lowly salt. And for our last business issue this week, the Department of Trade and Industry has more plans to help out the country's micro and small entrepreneurs. This is the creation of Go Local stores across the country. Andre Ko, our business reporter, has the details.
The Department of Trade and Industry is set to open between 5 to 8 Go Local stores this year. DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez said that these Go Local stores will help our small entrepreneurs gain market access as these will provide the venue for their merchandise. Another Go Local store was opened in Makati recently, the third of 5 projected stores to be opened this year. About 30 MSMEs displayed their merchandise at SM Makati. These range from food to clothing and fashion accessories. The 2 other Go Local stores now already operating are located in Enchanted Kingdom and at Robinson's Ermita. Secretary Lopez said that around 100 MSMEs have already been helped by these Go Local stores. By 2020, DTI hopes to have a total of 500 Go Local stores. City Mall, which is constructing several malls, mostly in the provinces, has committed to host 40 Go Local stores. The supplier MSMEs will be rotated every 2 months and will be pre-screened by DTI. The host mall, for its part, will have the prerogative to choose from the accredited suppliers. The SM Group has offered its partnership with DTI for the Go Local project to provide the venue and help out the MSMEs.
Go Local is an excellent opportunity for our MSMEs to go mainstream and test the marketability of their products without the prohibitive costs of having a retail store. And with that, we end this week's edition of BizWatch. We shall pause for another break, and when we come back, we'll get another notable entrepreneur on our Proud Pinoy segment. We'll be back shortly.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Creating an engine is like creating a great perfume. You need to select the best ingredients and combine them in a unique way. So it gives you a feeling you'll remember for the rest of your life. Peugeot 308 with Blue HDI and turbo petrol engines.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
Welcome back, and you're still on the business section of Business and Leisure. Coming right up is our Proud Pinoy Entrepreneur segment. Our next feature is also much awaited by many of our viewers, and that is our Proud Pinoy Entrepreneur segment. Not only by those aspiring to one day go into business, but also by those who enjoy being inspired by Pinoy success stories. Wherever you fall, you will want to watch this.
This iconic logo is one of the most familiar sights anywhere in the Philippines. Mr. Quickie has been a part of virtually any Filipino at one point or another in their life. Maybe there was a need to duplicate an important key, or a shoe or bag had to be repaired. For many reasons, Mr. Quickie has always been a part of our life. Mr. Quickie was started by Mr. Emiliano Caruncio III, a son of Pasig City who has been an entrepreneur most of his life. The business is now run by the second generation, his son Emiliano Caruncio IV, or Nino, who is happy to share how it all started.
Mr. Quickie, started in 1981. Tagal na yan. Actually, it was started by my dad, my father, no? So, I'm kind of second generation na entrepreneur, no? So, it was in 1981, so I was just maybe around 10 years old pa niyan, ano? So, basically, it's a simple story. So, my dad was an entrepreneur at heart. He's had a lot of businesses. He had a lot of failed businesses. He went into so many things, from frozen goods, even produced one movie. Madami siya eh. So, it was just, when we were growing up, he was trying to find something, for a business. So, his travels, he goes around Southeast Asia. So, nakita lang niya may concept na something like this. So, he tried, he saw it had the potential here in the Philippines, but he tweaked the idea a little bit to cater to the Filipino. So, and ang sabi nga niya, he would tell people na, one of the things that prompted him to do this is that, we're daw kami nung bata, masyadong magulo, palagi na pupudpud yung sapatos. Tapos, hindi niya alam kung saan dadalhin. Where am I gonna bring the shoes? Kasi the only option you had then was go to the wet market sa palengke, tas madami doon, paikot-ikot yung mga nagre-repair ng shoes. Pero, nakakatakot naman pag iniwanan mo yung sapatos mo. And then, baka pagbalik, when you try to claim your shoes, they're not there anymore because they're informal shoe repairers. Eh. So, he said, why not professionalize the industry, Have a place where you can go bring your shoes and you're not scared that your shoes will get lost or not done well, and then there's a guarantee. So that's how it started. So he just professionalized the shoe repair industry by putting up a real space in a mall. Before wala pa masyadong mall, and then did that. Tapos it took off na lang. Some people at the start were like wondering, ano ba tong name Mr. Quickie? That's kind of a weird name. Didn't notice. It took a bit of marketing pa for people to understand what it's all about. So doon nag-umpisa. Siguro nag-umpisa sa amin na makulit daw kami na pudpud daw palagi sa
Many say that businessmen are made, not born. But it's a different story with Nino. Certainly, being exposed to a true entrepreneur like his father influenced his life decisions.
Actually, that's a big factor, di ba? I mean, there's some people would say you're born to be an entrepreneur. Meron naman nagsasabi, you're made naman. So I think it's a combination of both how you're brought up. You know, I wouldn't know if I was born to it or learned it from my dad, kasi my dad was really, you know, I see it from my dad talagang when he started, and then, you know, he was looking for doing all these things, failed businesses, some successes, ganon. So probably I took up after my dad, no?
Nino took up a course in business administration in UP Diliman. As early as high school, his dad egged him to go into business for himself. He ventured into small businesses like importing badminton supplies from China and selling them here. He even ran an online video store back when there was still no broadband in the country and internet was much slower.
Actually, all of them failed at that start. But it was a learning experience, di ba? So that's when you find out, okay, you know, you learn from it, and you know, you apply what you learned in future businesses, ganon, you know.
He took over the family business in 1995, right after college. Back then, multinational companies were recruiting from the company's top universities.
Nag-a-apply na ako in several like Unilever, P&G, you know, the typical places you apply to. Pero sabi ng father ko, tulungan mo na lang ako dito dahil napapagod na daw siya. He's been doing it for a long time. So straight out of college, 1995, which is the year I graduated.
Both Nino and his father are graduates of the Masseral School AIM. His father applied what he learned from this business school, a strategy called the Blitzkrieg strategy back then. The principal rule here was to expand as fast as you can with the least possible time.
With that, he completely shut out all the competitors. So talagang walang compare. I mean, until now, there's one or few, but we're still, you know, the number one in terms of branches. So it worked naman, you know.
To what does Nino attribute this iconic brand success?
First of all, it was the name. You know, one of the first malls that we went into was Vera Mall. And then they were saying, ano ba yung Mr. Quickie? Bakit ganyan yung pangalan? They were wondering what it was, di ba? Parang it has a sort of a different connotation. So parang nagtataka yung tao, what is it about, you know? But it took a bit of marketing, you know, leafleting, informing the public para malaman nila, shoe repair pala yan, ganyan. So bag repair, key duplication pala yan. So at the start, yun ang mga challenges, parang syempre it's a new concept also, walang ganun, they have never seen anything like that in the mall, diba? So yun na, I mean, eventually naman people, yun pala yan.
Get a catchy name, one that has easy recall, innovate, and professionalize. Those are the first steps into this business. And then check out the other options that will make your business grow even bigger. And that includes franchising.
Aside from expansion, we also have to introduce new products once in a while, diba? So that's how you innovate naman.
To date, Mr. Quickie and around 50 management branches and 150 franchises all over the Philippines. When his dad started the business, he had to go to Marikina to get skilled workers. Today, all new employees need to undergo a 3-month training period before they can be accepted. Nino continues to think of ways to expand its operations here in the Philippines, but he is now open to expand in foreign shores. The problem he realizes is finding the right partner.
In terms of our products naman, you know, we continue adding new services. We even came up with a separate store called Royal Restore, which handles naman high-end bags and high-end shoes. You know, yung mga signature bags nyo, yung signatures that cost hundreds of thousands of pesos. This is the place to bring it to. We have several branches now around the Philippines. So we also try to cater. We try to study the market. Like for example, you know, now currently it's the millennials that are leading the pack. You know, so we try to see what do millennials want, what kind of products do they want in terms of shoe repair, or you know, yun na. And then we found out, okay, I think for the millennials, it's the high-end bag restoration. Because I think they're a bit, you know, like they're more into signature items, you know. So you know, that's one of the things. Now we're trying to go into naman high-end, restoration repair of high-end sneakers naman ngayon. So that's in the works naman. So soon we'll have something like that for Mr. Quickie.
And his advice to would-be entrepreneurs?
Everybody says you have to be masipag, you know, have to hard work dapat ang kailangan, which is true. You know, that's a cliche na, that's a given, you know. And everybody would say you have to find your passion. That's what everybody says. It's also a cliche. I agree with that. It's very lucky for you to find your passion and earn from it. Pero the reality is, that's very hard. You know, it's very hard. Parang, you know, this is the opportunity that was given me. So, I mean, the best attitude is, you know, palaguin ko. I mean, you know, even though it's not that it's hard, you know, it's not my passion, but if it pays the bills, you know, you have to put your heart into it. You know, masasabi ko, whatever it is you have, put your heart into it. And then later on, maybe you can do what you really love. You know, pero kasi it's really, really hard, you know, to earn from your passion. Diba? I mean, that's what everybody says, find your passion. But I used to say that also. But now I would say, you know, whatever is given you, put your heart into it, be hardworking, and then maybe later on you can find your passion that you really know that you can do it. You can do it on the side or something like that, you know. Para lang, you know, so that's what keeps you going. Eh. That your passion is the one that keeps you going forward. Eh, diba? So, yun lang, hard work. You know, and then put your heart into whatever, you know, you feel like doing. I mean, one thing also that I can suggest is, you know, you have to be, your mindset has to change if you want to be an entrepreneur. You know, everything is an opportunity. That's what I say. There's opportunity in crisis. You know, pag may problema, may opportunity dyan. You know, so you have to a paradigm shift in the way you think, and you have to be very observant in everything. You know, every day, pag nakita mo, uy, may nangyayari dyan, parang may problema. There's an opportunity there, you know, if you just look at it in a different way.
Nino invited us into his back office.
So this is where we do the high-end shoes and bags repair. You know, the dyeing and nakabitin, those are all repaired high-end bags here, like that. Now we also do a little bit of embroidery, you know, for shirts or anything, mga caps, shirts, or jackets, you know. Automatic na lahat yan eh. I mean, pinoprogram na lang yan.
And finally, Nino invites our viewers to check out the numerous Mr. Quickie stores.
I invite you all, you know, to visit our website, www.mrquickie.com. We have a Facebook site, we have an Instagram site, you know. You can go there, look at what stuff we are offering, what new products we have, and also we invite you also to visit our branches. It's all over the Philippines, and also our new branch of our new business of Royal Restore. You know, if you want to bring your high-end bags and signature shoes, you know. And for franchising, you can just call our office 671-954-1042, and that's it. Thank you very much.
I'm sure everyone recognizes that iconic logo. And yes, we have just been inspired by a young entrepreneur who found his passion not necessarily in the specific business he went into, but in working hard to find success. That ends the business section of Business and Leisure. Our sunshine girl, Zara Hernandez, is all set for her cue to graciously commence with the leisure portion of our show, which is coming right up ahead after we pause for another short break. We'll be right back.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Take me Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Take me
Ford Ranger, always ready when the unexpected happens.
Motoring Today is now on the web. Watch this episode or other past episodes of the country's longest running motoring program any time of the day by logging on to our website, motoringtoday.ph. Motoring Today is now online, just a click away.
You're still with us here on Business and Leisure, and now we go right on to the lifestyle section. As I turn you over now to our co-host for this week, Sunshine Girl, Zera Hernandez. Hello again, Zera. The spotlight is yours.
Thank you, Butch, and I'll see you in a while. Now, how are you guys doing? Are you guys still there? Well, I hope so, because we're about to start the more relaxing part of our show. And we go right into the hottest and trendiest event that happened recently with Lifestyle Chronicles.
BMW now proudly brings you Lifestyle Chronicles. FireEye Incorporated, an intelligence-led security company, held a media briefing with regard to the new cyber threats to the Philippines.
When we look at the kinds of threats to the Philippines, we have to look at kind of the big picture here, and the set of capabilities that the country has give it ranking in terms of the region 14th. And this comes from a assessment that was done by an Australian strategic policy institute. This reflects some of the capabilities that the Philippines has. Now, clearly there's a long way to go to get to the highest level of capabilities that we see with some other countries.
During the briefing, cyber spying across which FireEye recognizes as the APT-32 was discussed. FireEye says that the APT-32 are carrying out intrusions into private sector companies across multiple industries and have also targeted foreign governments. FireEye also presented the actions they are taking regarding the issue. The French Embassy, in partnership with the Film Development Council of the Philippines, recently held a press conference for the much-awaited 22nd French Film Festival, happening from June 9 to June 17. The French Film Festival is part of the year-long celebration of the 70th year anniversary of French-Philippine diplomatic relations.
This year is very important. It's the 70th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Friendship between our two countries, which is really the framework on which our bilateral relations developed in the last decades. So it was signed on June 26, 1947, and we are very happy to celebrate this anniversary now. So this is one important anniversary. There is another one. The Cannes Film Festival has also celebrated this year its 70th anniversary. So it's a double 70th anniversary, and it is in this light that we've been organizing and that we're happy to propose this French Film Festival in Manila.
This year's French Film Festival offers 13 French films that will immerse Filipinos in a different form of storytelling that portrays French values, culture, and languages. The much-awaited film festival is open for moviegoers in Ayala Mall Cinemas in Greenville 3 and the BHS Central Square Cinemas.
In case you missed the hottest events in the metro, fret not, cause you can always catch it here in our Lifestyle Chronicles segment.
BMW now proudly brings you Lifestyle Chronicles.
In this week's quest, Peugeot Philippines will give Filipino tennis fans another treat as we feature another tennis great. This time around, we are featuring a lady champion in the person of Lindsay Davenport.
Quest is brought to you by Euro Brands Distributors Incorporated, exclusive distributors and importers of Peugeot vehicles.
Lindsay Ann Davenport is the daughter of two champion volleyball players. His father was Wayne Davenport, who was a member of the U.S. volleyball team that played in the 1968 Summer Olympics in Mexico City. Her mother was Ann Davenport, who was the president of the Southern California Volleyball Association. With an abundance of athletic genes, it was small wonder that Lindsay would also grow up to be a champion in her choice of sport. Lindsay was born in 1976, and while her two sisters excelled in volleyball, Lindsay started playing tennis at a tender age. By the age of 6, she was already wielding a tennis racket, coached by the same one who coached champion Tracy Austin before handling Lindsay. At age 14, Lindsay joined the United States Tennis Association junior national team. At this age, Lindsay went through an unusual growth spurt, gaining 6 inches rapidly in only 2 years. This affected her coordination, but Lindsay did not let it affect her performance. She still excelled at junior level competitions and in fact even took the singles and doubles titles at the National Girls 18 and the Clay Court Championship in 1991. She won the Junior U.S. Open in 1992. Lindsay Davenport was ranked world number 1 on at least 8 occasions for a total of an amazing 98 weeks, one of only 5 women to emerge as a year-end world's number 1 at least 4 times since 1975. She did this in 1998, 2001, 2004, and 2005. The 4 other women she shares this feat with are Chris Evert, Steffi Graf, Martina Navratilova, and Serena Williams. On top of this, she was also ranked number 1 in doubles. Davenport won a total of 55 WTA Tour singles titles. This includes Grand Slam titles at the Australian Open, the Wimbledon Championship, and the US Open. In 1966, she brought home the gold medal at the Summer Olympic Games and the WTA Championship. Lindsay won 38 WTA Tour doubles titles, which includes 3 Grand Slam titles. These were in the French Open with partner Mary Jo Fernandez, the Wimbledon with partner Karina Murariu, and the US Open with Jana Novotná. Her career earnings were among the world's top 2, always leading the pack until she was surpassed by Serena Williams. With earnings from tennis of over $22 million, she is still 8th in the all-time rankings among female tennis players. For most of her career, Lindsay was guided to victory by her coach, Robert Van Hoff. Tennis Magazine ranked her as the 29th greatest player in 2005 in 40 years and was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 2014.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week's featured tennis great, Lindsay Davenport, brought to you by Peugeot Philippines.
Quest has been brought to you by Eurobrands Distributors Incorporated, exclusive importers and distributors of Peugeot vehicles.
There's still more in store for you, but not until we pause for another short break. Please stick around.
Vote for your favorite car models and stand the chance to win autofocus t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other valuable giveaways. Vote for your Automobile of the Year in this year's Autofocus People's Choice Awards and win prizes from daily electronic draws. To participate, log on to www.autofocus.com.ph.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Creating an engine is like creating a great perfume. You need to select the best ingredients, and combine them in a unique way. So it gives you a feeling you'll remember for the rest of your life. Peugeot 308 with Blue HDI and turbo petrol engines.
Mitsubishi Mirage. Make it yours.
Calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
I told you it will be quick. And you guys are still with me, Sarah Hernandez, here on Business and Leisure. Before we check out our featured firearm on Sport Shoot, here is Leisure Trip First with our recommended dining destinations.
Here now is our weekly list of highly recommended leisure destinations. Be it fine dining, romantic garden wedding, or a relaxed meal of excellent dishes, the name Ilustrado comes to mind. It's one of the few places that serve the best paella in town. Ilustrado, located within the walled city of Intramuros. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is indeed the prime dining destination where you can enjoy the best of prime steak. The Highland Prime Steakhouse serves nothing but U.S. Angus prime beef. And the Highlands Prime Steakhouse also serves an array of prime gourmet dishes like the squid ink pasta, topped with a whole prawn of their delectable sea bass that's always juicy and served with mashed potato and a wedge of lemon. And their breads and cakes are baked fresh every day. The Highlands Prime Steakhouse is at the SM Mall of Asia, and that's where you should have your next lunch, dinner, or intimate party.
Steak lovers from north of the metro can also enjoy the juiciest prime steaks and other mouth-watering dishes at Highlands Prime Steakhouse, located at Estancia, Capitol Commons in Pasig.
And that's our regular What to Enjoy and Where to Go list. Business and Leisure's weekly guide to destinations and places to go to enjoy the good life.
Thank you so much for sticking around for another informative and entertaining episode of your longest-running business and lifestyle electronic magazine show. This is Business and Leisure, and I am your co-host for the week, Sarah Hernandez, and here again is our main man, Mr. Ray Butch Gamboa. Butch?
Thanks, Zara. That was indeed a very exciting leisure report. That was Zara Hernandez, our sunshine girl, hosting the lifestyle section of our show this week. And with that, we end another edition of Business and Leisure. Thank you for staying with us. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Till the next time, this has been your host, Ray Butch Gamboa. Good business to all and enjoy the good life.